Hey guys, I want to do another quick review on the Yoke steering wheel to cover a few new items that I wasn't aware of. I'm also here with my daughter, so she might ask us a couple questions as well. And then I'm going to actually drive the car partially the way home so you can see how I turn the steering wheel and I can position it and how easy it is to actually use. I have another more in-depth review on the Yoke in general, so I'll put that link in the description below. So first off, I want to point out just how you can adjust the steering wheel a little bit more. If I click on the car icon here on our infotainment system, I can click on the steering icon, and now you can see that I can actually pivot the steering wheel to go up, down, out, or in. It's like a telescope. It'll go out or in very easily, and this is the knob I use. So if I want to push it in, I just push it forward and you can see it goes in. If I want to bring it out, I can click it and it will bring it back out for adjustment. And if I want to go up, I can just pivot it to go up and you can see it goes up. If I want to bring it down, I can bring it down like that.
It sounds kind of weird. It's like,
yeah, it sounds funny. Now, the thing that I like to do when I'm driving the car is I like to make sure the steering wheel is well positioned, but I can also put my arms, my elbows on my arms on the left side where there's a rest on the door, and I can have my elbow rest there, and on my right side, I can have my right arm here. And so that way, when I'm on longer drives, it's a lot easier to rest my arms. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it out a little, well, down a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and bring it out a little bit more.
That is not comfortable.
Yeah, so when you bring it out a little bit more, you can see here that it makes it a little bit easier to hold, and my arms still have some bend, and that's pretty comfortable right there. Let me just bring it down a little bit. There, I like that right there.
And you can save it.
Okay, then I can go ahead and save it on my profile, and that way then between myself and my wife getting in the car, we'll each have a profile. So anyone driving the car can store a profile. You can have multiple profiles in here. And that way, when I click my name, it will adjust the steering wheel, the mirrors, the seat, all exactly the way I like it. And so that's a really nice way to store your profiles. Okay, so let's go ahead and click out of this, and let me put my seatbelt on. We're gonna just drive down the street a little bit so you guys can see how I use the yoke to actually turn and adjust. Now we're gonna have to back up where we're currently at, so I'll go ahead and put my foot on the brake and put it in reverse, and you can see our cameras pop up.
Dad, actually,
and
we can't really drive down the street.
We can drive, and let me go ahead and back up. I'm just gonna use the cameras, and you can notice how I use the Yoke steering wheel really easily to back up. All right, and let's go ahead and put it in forward now, and now we're gonna just drive it forward.
And
so you can see it's really easy to drive and adjust. Let's go ahead and take a right here.
And we can look at some beautiful cows.
Yes, there's some cows across the street that people on the camera can't see, but we'll go ahead and drive up here. We have a left turn signal up here, so I'm gonna hit the turn signal and a traffic light, so we'll stop.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it turns green, you guys will see how I can adjust the steering wheel very easily for turning a sharp 45-degree turn to the left.
Yeah,
so while we're waiting for that, I'm going to actually go through a couple more things that you may have seen in my other video, but as you notice, we have our turn signals left and right directly on the yoke. There's no stocks on the car, keeping it very clean. There is an haptic feedback on the buttons themselves, so if you just touch it lightly, you'll feel it. If you press it down, it will keep the turn signal pressed, and when you come out of the turn, it should automatically deselect the turn signal, which makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so you can see here multiple different ways to adjust if I'm driving left or driving right, with my right hand. So very easy to do this. And again, when I've got my elbows on the steering wheel, it's very comfortable on the armrest to drive the car. I can also just kind of hold it like this, which is also pretty comfortable for driving as well, long trips. And then you can always, you know, hold it like this as well. one of the things that I think Tesla did with the way that these handles are right now is they really designed these almost like a remote control, like a video remote control. So it makes it very comfortable, very easy to hold it. You feel like you're almost in a fighter pilot. It's a really nice way to actually hold the steering wheel and adjust it. So really comfortable way to drive with the Yoke steering wheel. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. I just wanted to show you a few more things and let you know again. I know a lot of people have been a little bit skeptical about the Yoke. You guys may have heard my last video. I, for one, really like it quite a bit. The more I use it, it's grown on me considerably. You very much get used to it, and I think there's way more benefits than drawbacks on the steering wheel itself. From a comfort standpoint, very comfortable. You really get used to the buttons, all the different items on the Yoke steering wheel, so it makes it really easy to learn how to use it. The last thing I would say is overall, one of the bigger benefits is also being able to see this screen here in front of me a lot cleaner. So there's not, the steering wheel blocking my view here. So it makes it really easy to see. Last night we took this car to dinner, and we drove it home at night, and it felt like I was driving a spaceship. I'm a big fan of Star Wars, and it feels like the Millennium Falcon a little bit, to be honest with you.
I don't know how the Falcon thingy walks.
Yeah, so it's a really cool thing. I think you guys are gonna like it a lot. So hopefully you guys have one on order. If not, maybe you can put one in order. Follow the link below if you do order a Tesla. I'd love it if you used my link. It helps me out quite a bit and our family. But overall, I just highly recommend the Yoke. So thanks again, everyone, for your time today. Appreciate it.